Hey folks, Dave here, and I like knives. Here today, I like multi-tools, more appropriately. Here today with a first look at the Leatherman Bond. This is something that I took out of the box yesterday, and I've been playing with it a little bit since. This is a fascinating entry from Leatherman for a couple of reasons. Just recently, I think it was on the Leatherman Rev video. I'm not sure. Your name's down below. Thank you for the conversation. I was having a conversation with a fella in the comment. Part of what he was talking about is with the Leatherman Rev, obviously opening the main blade, super weird. His argument was that that would make it more European appropriate because the thumb hole is in a weird place. I'm explaining this terribly. The thumb hole is in a weird place, which forces you to use two hands. I disagree with a lot of that, but interestingly, about a week later, a week after this conversation, this was announced. Well, not this specifically. It came over Reddit that the words Bond and Curl had been patented, trademarked, had been absorbed by the Leatherman company, and were going to be the names of new tools. Curl, pretty obviously, that's going to be a smaller wave. The design has since been released. I don't know when the tool is going to be released. The Bond, however, seems to be a little baby rebar, and they actually are about the same size. There is a lot of similarities between the Bond and the rebar, and a lot of that makes this actually European appropriate. Obviously not a lawyer, consult your own whatevers, you should know your local laws. But this is a whole lot closer to being European legal, at least more legal than the rebar. A big reason for that is that these tools, A, are interior, thus they're two-hand opening. 3, as stiff as this came, and B, they are entirely non-locking. That is just friction folding. That is slip joints. Pressure? I'm not sure the difference between those two. It's a non-locking blade, is my point. And this came really, really stiff. Now, do keep in mind that the blade is over 2 inches, which I know in a lot of localities in Europe, that can be a legal limit, but it is well under 3, which is most American localities, making this thing incredibly legal. Now, I have this sheath on screen because this is what it came with, and it appears to just be the same size as, again, it's the same size as the rebar. This is my favorite Leatherman sheath. This is, well, other than the big baddie where you can put everything in, this is my favorite small Leatherman sheath. I do like the central snap there, high quality. This is one of their much more affordable options relative to Leatherman. Forgot exactly the price, kind of down below. But being a slimmed down rebar, it has really only the basics, most basic tools. We got a file, a couple screwdrivers, an awl, which that seems to be a new design of an awl. Usually the blade, the final bevel, is a little bit longer than that. And on this other side, we have the main blade, a can opener, and a 3D Phillips. That 3D Phillips, I would have to assume, also works with the rebar adapter kit. And up here on the jaws, again, just your basic jaws with no replaceable wire cutters. This is your basic. This is supposed to slot into that level, join the super tool family. The super tool, the big daddy, then the rebar, and then this. Most interestingly, of course, I'm sure you've already taken note of it, is that hole right there. I've got no idea what that hole's for. But also, it has pocket clip holes. Now, I'm not sure what size of Leatherman pocket clip does fit on this. I think there are a couple of different sizes, I'm not sure. But that is something that I'm going to be picking up for this. They sell them on their website, they're super cheap. As well as another one of my commenters, I forgot where this was, told me about a wrench that you can use to loosen up these tools. What long-term, kind of what I want from this tool is, quite honestly, this file does nothing for me. This, and there's your lanyard loop. This file does nothing for me. What I would like to do is be able to unscrew this, remove most of these tools. I don't need the awl, I don't need the file, I don't need the can opener. I would like to remove these and replace them with an exchangeable bit if I can, but certainly a serrated blade. Put it in a pocket clip and suddenly this thing becomes useful for work, which is not nearly as rusty as it used to be. 420HC would not appreciate my previous job. And you can see here the bond and the rebar. As far as dimensions go, they are the exact same size. Same exact blade, same exact handles. A little bit different style of a head. This is more akin to, I believe, their older style of super tool head, whereas this is kind of their newer, chunkier version. So this has been the Leatherman Bond. This is maybe not the most interesting tool that they've released recently. I mean, the Signal was super cool, kind of created a new environment, not a new environment, the Mutt, specialized use. This isn't a specialized use, it's not particularly exciting. It's really just a slimmed down version of their previous products. But that's interesting for me, especially with that pocket clip. That makes it a lot more carryable. Big fan of the Bond so far. Seems to be fairly high quality. So I'll be carrying it for a bit, using it for work. I'll let you know what I think. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, let me know down below. If this has been helpful at all for any reason, let me know. Other than that, y'all have a great day. Bye.